in a Christian home. You know, my parents were sold out believers. I mean, it was a part of their daily makeup. But, you know, I did the church thing with my parents. I worked in the bus ministry with my father. I'd go calling with them on Saturdays. We'd go knocking on the kids' doors, see who was going to go to church the following day. Go to men's prayer meeting on Tuesday and Wednesday night service. If there was any kind of other event any other day, pretty much life was filled with it. You know, some of the neighborhood kids used to yell, "Praise the Lord! Praise the Lord!" And kind of in a derogatory way. When I was a kid, when we'd go down the street, I knew the Bible good too. I mean, we'd read through the Bible every year growing up. Sunday, we were there all day Sunday. 8 o'clock in the morning, we're doing the bus ministry. And services are at 9 and 10, 11. And by 12 o'clock, we get out of there and then go take all the kids back home. We'd get home about 2 in the afternoon. My dad would take a nap. And we'd be back up, heading back to church by about 6 or 7 o'clock at night that night. It was a lot for a kid growing up. There was a lot of dysfunction in my family as well, but it kind of made me rebel. I even taught Awanas when I was a youngster in the youth group. I walked down that aisle many times for salvation. I've said asked God into my heart. I'd been baptized, and as I got older, I became rebellious of the church. I turned away. I got into a world that I wouldn't wish on anybody. I still believed, but my lifestyle wasn't indicative at all of my belief system. And then one day, I had a lot going for me too. And then one day, I woke up homeless in Las Vegas, freezing my tail off, curled up in a ball in an abandoned garage on the floor with a piece of cardboard to keep me warm. That's all I had. I still have the shoes today that I wore that the soles were coming apart on, just to remind me of where I've been. And I cried out that day. I cried out, "Dear Jesus, I thought I was stronger than this. I can't do this without you. I need you." And just like that, Lord came back into my life. I turned and I started running towards Jesus rather than running from Him. But it was at that moment when I finally released, not by my might, but by your might, when I finally released self and put it all in God's hands, that was the moment when I truly realized, how weak I really was without Christ. It was at that moment that I realized what He had done for me on the cross to set me free, to take my burdens from me, take my sins from me, the things that I had grappled with for so long. It just was like a ton of bricks lifted from my shoulder. I've been a believer for a lot of years, but you wouldn't have known it by my words. I could quote the Bible with the best of them, but you wouldn't have known it by my language. There is a moment in every believer's life, not just when you get saved, but there is a moment that you realize that you are saved. Even if you were brought up and Christian home under the best of circumstances. There is a point in every believer's life when you come to the realization of the enormity of the hugeness of what Christ has done on the cross and what God sent him down here to do. There is a point in every believer's life. And listen, I'm not here to argue your salvation moment with you. I just wanted to share mine. And just to let you know, for those of you that are watching and you're struggling with things like drug addiction, God is there for you. God can help pull you through that, but you have to put it in His hands. You have to put 100% your faith and your trust in God, and He will pull you through. Anyway, that's all I had to say. I wanted to just make a video real quick on my salvation moment and go from there.